Hello everyone. This is March the 28th, 2022. On Monday at 12:30 noon. It's 5 degrees Celsius. At noon, I think that's about as high as it's going to get today. It's not too bad out, but not as warm as yesterday. But anyways, it's not bad. So I just left the library. I was into the library there for a few minutes, and I just left the library. We're going to take a walk around today and try to do something a little different. I'm not sure what it will be, but something different. Try to stay out of the wind as much as possible. If that's possible. I went into the library and dug my nylon jacket out from my backpack because I just wear my denim jacket and it was a little bit chilly. So lucky I had this one with me because this nylon jacket, the wind won't blow through it, and it's actually quite warm added to my denim jacket. So that seemed to fix me right up there. And I was in my bare hands. I decided to put my gloves on. It is 5 degrees, but when there's wind blowing on it, it feels more like probably 2. And it can get a little chilly on the hands, so fixed myself all up in the library, and now we're good to go. And I'll let some people walk behind me, past me. That's right beside me. And this is a picture of the courthouse. Not that there's anything going on there, but I just stopped there to let the people that was right behind me go by because I'm walking slower. And I don't want to hold people up, so. Oh, there's the sheriff coming out. This graveyard in there is called the Old Burying Ground. And I think I saw in there 1740 something. We'll see if there's a plaque in the front. I'll give you the dates. And it went from 17. I don't know the dates. It was pretty old anyway, a couple hundred years old. Just for your curiosity. This thing here is almost done now. They've been working on this building right here. You'd never recognize it from the bottom part. The overhaul is going to be so much nicer. You wouldn't even recognize this. Used to be outdoors right here. Now it's all built up around there. If I see a plaque on the front of this, I'll give you the dates. They don't bury anybody here now. This is just a historic burying ground. One of my videos, I showed the grave where the guy that was instrumental in burning the White House is buried here. He was assassinated, I believe, in Boston on his way back to Nova Scotia. Well, he didn't make it because he got an assassin, a sniper's bullet got him when he got off the boat. But he successfully got the White House burned. Anyways, he's buried in here. And I'm just going to give you the dates of this thing. There's a plaque right here. Old burying ground. Went from 1749 to 1844. That was the last burial here. It was closed to burials in August 18th, 1844. So after that, there was no more burials here. So this is a significant historical site for Canada, Nova Scotia in particular. This city's full of history that goes back to 1749. So a lot of stuff happened in that year, and some stuff happened before that. So right now I'm in the south end, but I don't think I'm going to concentrate on the south end. I'm just going to walk across and go down. Maybe we'll go down around the waterfront. I haven't been down there since Christmas. Christmas was my last video, I think, the waterfront. I'm just going to go down and see what's going on down there, if anything. I haven't been down there for a long time. Then we'll see after that where we go. I hope you guys can see the difference in this phone over my last one, because it's sharper. It's got a better sound on the voice. So if you notice an increase in quality, it's because this is a different phone now I'm using for my videos. The other one I was using bit the dust, and I guess you could be all right for phone calls and stuff, but really it's not very reliable. So this one is good quality. This is a Google Pixel 5 something. Forget the number of it now, the letter. I think it was the number in the letter or something. I just can't remember what it was right offhand, but it's all right. It's close enough. Great day for a video. Anyways, it's not too much wind. Depends. Once in a while you get in a spot with some wind, but for the most part it's pretty good. All right, we got a narrow little street here because there's a lot of construction going on down here. So we got streets blocked halfway across due to construction. I remember last year, this was just getting started, this building right here. Now it's up to its full height, and they're working on inside as well as outside. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-story building built beside this other condo tower. There's so much to see in Halifax. You could spend years here and not cover everything, which we have. We've been here. This end of July, 1st of August, we'll have been here 4 years. But I didn't start doing videos till a couple of years ago. So I'm not an old pro at it yet, but I've been at it a little while now. This will be 2 years this July when I made my first video. All right, we'll wait until we can get across. No hurry. I'm going to go to the crosswalk because I don't want to get run over. If I go on the crosswalk, they have to wait for me. I push the button and then the lights will flash and then I can get across. There we go. Now I'll walk across. Toot toot. Okay, walking right over to the waterfront here. The plaza on Bishop Landing. So I guess that's what this little area right here is called, Bishop Landing. Wow, poor guy got to do a food delivery down in here. Good thing you haven't got a 53. Hopefully they're not too windy down here in the waterfront. I just wanted to have a look at some stuff. This construction site right over here, I wanted to see how that's coming along. They've been at that now for about a year. I think this summer will be a year, maybe, since they've been at it. Maybe last spring, could be almost a year now. They've been working on that building. It was supposed to take 3 years to complete. But we can see how it's coming along today. I'm planning to do some busking down here this summer. So we'll spy it out and see where's a good spot to set up when I do that. And don't worry, I'll make videos of it so you guys can see me down here performing. And making tons of money, right? If only, huh? Well, it wasn't this big last time I saw it. It is actually coming right along there pretty good. Take a shortcut through here. Now I'm going to actually go across the bridge, I think. Be the best idea. Wow, that crane will give you some idea how tall this is going to go. It's going to be a great addition to our waterfront to have a tall building here. There it is right there. I think I showed this before in a video, but don't hurt to look again. This is the building that's going up right here. Okay. So the tall part right there would be what they're working on right now. So there you go. We'll just walk around and see what's going on here, and then we'll make our way uptown somewhere. Surprising, there's people walking around down here, even though it's spring and it's a little chilly. There's still people walking around down here. Lots of people walking around down here. Let's see what this is right here. Oh, this is something to do with George's Island. Okay, it's a, let's see if we can figure out the Grand, well, this one sign is in French on that side. George's Island, Halifax. It was in Halifax on July 28, 1755, that the Nova Scotia Council made the decision to remove every Acadian from the colony over the next decade. George's Island, a small island in the harbor of Halifax, was used as a prison for hundreds of Acadians. Wow, I won't read the whole thing, but now you know. George's Island was used as a prison to lock up the Acadians that they wanted to get rid of down here. Nowadays, Acadians are very welcome here. This is old stuff a long time ago. But nevertheless, it's still our history. They used to like to put prisons out in the water back in those days. They got Alcatraz out in the water on an island. They've got Rikers in New York City out on the water in an island. I heard they're going to tear that down or probably make a museum out of it, but they're going to move the actual prison from Rikers Island. I heard that's in the process. I guess back in those days, that an island was a safe place to put a prison because it was hard to escape from there. You'd have to swim the harbor in order to escape, and that might be a little risky, swimming that harbor. Not that far across there. There's George's Island right there. It's not far, but it'd be quite a swim. I still think it'd be quite a swim, and the water is always cold here. It's the Atlantic Ocean. Right out there's the Atlantic Ocean, so it's bound to be cold, and sometimes there's different mammals in the sea. I don't know if sharks ever came in here or not, but there's other things that might be risky. So anyway, that's George's Island, and straight out there is the ocean. That's the gateway to the Atlantic. All right, so we're going to walk back up through here. There you get a better look at this construction job that's going on over here now. There you are. It goes way back where those poles are, and this is going to be the tall part out here, right out over the water. I think, as near as I can tell, this is going to be the tall part, but you never know. It might be that part right there. But it looks like, according to the picture that's here. Okay. Let's walk up the waterfront a ways, and then we'll see where we go. A little ways, anyways. There's the city in the background, kind of blocked from this construction site's fence now. The spots down here might be a good busking spot because they're nice and close to where the ships will come in for the cruise ships. I gotta find my spot down here where I'm gonna go to busk. It could be noisy with that machinery right behind it, so maybe this is not the greatest spot. But it might be all right. I'm gonna see what's the best spot. There'll be several people down here busking this summer because we haven't been able to do it ever since COVID came along. This is our first summer. I did it 1 year here. And then the next summer, first year I didn't do it. Second summer we was here, I did it. Then the next 2 summers COVID was here and there wasn't any cruise ships, and no point in busking down here if there's no cruise ships because that's where most of your money comes from. I don't know, maybe the tall part is in the back. The more I look at that, I'm thinking the tall part's in the back. Yeah, I think it is. It's back that way. So, I wasted a lot of time this morning. I came over the city. I went to Social Square, had a coffee, sat in there for about an hour. Then I walked down to Spring Garden Road, went in a Starbucks and hung out there for about an hour. Look at this helicopter. How you like that? Nice little flying helicopter. Good look at it. This place is called the Bicycle Thief. I think I know where he keeps the bicycle. Right up there. Anybody wants to come down here and eat, you got these little things right here where it's all closed in with glass. You can sit down here and eat in there and be nice and warm. We got wind coming out of the south today, by the looks of those flags over there. Southeast maybe, probably southeast. It's usually more like southeast than the south. Oh, we'll go down a little bit on the water and then we'll go out onto the street and find somewhere to go from here, okay? That is Dartmouth across the harbor that you see over there. These are all great spots in the in the summer for seafood and things like that. Great place to go in the evening if you want to take your wife out for supper somewhere. You get seafood, all kinds of different menu items, but seafood is usually the specialty. Little bit of wind down here today, but we're going to get away from the water because it's more windy over here than it is when you're walking on the streets among the buildings to block the wind. So we'll walk up here a little bit more and then we'll go over to the streets and try to get a little sheltered. I don't know how much of this wind that my microphone will be picking up because it's on my jacket and that's away from the side where the wind's blowing, so it might be pretty good, but I'm not going to take a chance. You're going to get on the street. We'll have the buildings to help us. There's a good skyline for part of Halifax. Hopefully this summer this place will be really busy again, like what it usually is. Before COVID came along, man, this place was bustling. And all the things were open down here, the food places and the boat rentals and bike rentals and all kinds of stuff it was great. And buskers down here. And then COVID came along and pretty much wrecked the whole thing. But we're hoping things will get back again this year. I know I showed you the spot before, but anyone that didn't see it might not have seen all my videos because they get buried over time and you got to know to look for them to find them. So I think I showed this on a couple of my earlier videos, but this is where I used to busk right here. Right here, and there's some shelter comes off of those trees from the sun in certain hours, and I used to sit right on the bench right here to busk. That was my spot. I may get back here again to it. We'll see. It all depends. It's first come, first serve. You come down here early, you can get into your spot. If you wait till later in the day, it might be hard to find a spot. This stuff wasn't here. Where the last time I busked down here, there wasn't none of this stuff. This has all been built since. Here's another spot you can busk, but it might not be quite as good. All right, we're gonna go out onto the street, and there's music in the background. I'm going to try to talk over it and block it out, and I got my hand over my mic, and we don't want to get into any trouble with the copyright issues. I always try to guard against that, getting any copyright issues when I'm out recording. So till we get away from the sound, I'll be talking a little bit louder to block out the music. There, I think we're safe now. That's what you have to do, because any more than 15 seconds and you could get into trouble you won't really get into trouble, but you'll get flagged for it, and then too many infractions, and I don't know what YouTube will do, if they'll kick you off of there, or what, if you get too many strikes against you. But I just don't want to do it, so I'm guarding against it and trying not to have any issues with copyright. So far I haven't, I've been on here now for, just like I said, this summer will be 2 years, and haven't had any copyright issues yet. And I walked right in through where there was music, but I hurried to get out of there, and I talked loud to block it. So one of these days I'm going to get one of those mute things, but I don't have one of those yet. I haven't advanced to that point yet where I got a mute button on my equipment. One day I will. But for now, I don't have that. So we're down in approaching the ferry terminal area. We're not quite up there yet, but we're getting going towards it. Try to show you different parts of the skyline as I walk along here. I got the harbor on that side, and I've got the city on this side. And we're at the bottom of the hill. Every street going that way is going uphill. All the streets go uphill except Water Street, which is right here. And it's called Lower Water to here, all along here. When I get up to the Tim Hortons, that's about where Lower Water ends, and then it's Upper Water after that. So all the way down is Lower Water. That little piece up there is Upper Water. There's the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. Right here, a great spot to get some history, get caught up on your history and things that happened down here. And I've been through it, and it's very interesting, to say the least. It takes you quite a while to go through it. An hour and a half, maybe a couple hours, especially if you go in the projector site there at the very end and watch that stuff. Take you a couple hours to go through there. Every time I walk by this building, I have to say it's so beautiful. So I'm just going to stop over here and let you take it in, what this building looks like. Isn't it nice? Such a beautiful, beautiful historic building. Parking is open, underground parking now to this new building. You can drive right down into there and park. It's open, the sign says open. This is a new building that took a while to get it finished up. I think it might be to that point now where it's finished, maybe. Close, not very close to it, but it might be finished. It's been built now for a couple of years or more, but when we first came here, it wasn't finished. They were working on it. That was 4 years ago. 2 years ago, I'm pretty sure it was, well, I don't know. Might have been here 2 years ago. For sure, a year ago. And now it looks like it's done. I would say it's done. Looks that way. It's mostly office, and there's condos and apartments and stuff too built in one part of this. But here it's mostly offices. And there's some retail outlets on the north side of this building. Some more of the skyline from down here on Water Street. Let's walk down through here and see what stores they got in here now. I know there's some food places that has opened up in here. Give them a little advertisement since I'm down in here. That's the Cafe Lunette. I'm not sure what their specialty is, but seafood maybe. And this is Italian street food, something you can carry out in your hand, I guess. Italian street food, sapori. And then there's my favorite thing down here, chocolate. Peace by Chocolate, a chocolate store. No, that's a store. Peace by Chocolate. And then there's Murphy's, the Cable Worth, which had some pottery or some pewter kind of stuff they made here. But that went out of business due to COVID. It's no longer there. Unless something else may have come back in here. Possibly. Oh no, that was over here. That was in that building right there. Sorry about that. That was in that building. We'll walk right by where it was, and I'll show you where it used to be and where it isn't now. CTV is down here today doing something, reporting on something, and I'm reporting on CTV. All right, this is the store that used to make the pewter and different things, trinkets and stuff they sold. I don't know, jewelry maybe? Not sure. I never bought anything there, but I remember seeing the store there. It was right here in this area. Right in this whole section right here was a store. Crystal, that's what it is. Nova Scotia Crystal, there we go. Got it now. Nova Scotia Crystal, that's what was in there. But now it's gone, so I don't know if something else will be coming in there or not. Here comes a big truck to do something down in here. All right, I'm at Tim Hortons. I'm not going to go to Tim Hortons, but I'm going to take a washroom break here. So I'm going to turn this off, and as soon as I come out, I'll turn it back on, okay? All right, I'm back. Just about to go out of Tim's, back onto the street. Okay, there we go. Going out, going back out onto the street. Doing a little walking around again. There, that wasn't so bad. That little tiny bite there, but okay, we're gonna walk up here, I guess. I'll let you know. I think this is I'm not sure. I don't want to say what street it is and be wrong, so I'll make sure I got it. It's George Street. Sometimes I mix up George and Duke. There's two different streets close together here. This is George Street. The next one over would be Duke. Okay. '51 George Street. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. Upside down 51 and an upright 51. 51 George Street. All right, let's go this way. It's still a little windy out today, but it's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. Somebody got a ticket. Looks like the enforcement was down through here, but most of the cars must have paid their parking because that was the only ticket I saw. The guy that got the ticket is standing down there by was looking at his windshield. Too late. There's the world famous Blue Nose restaurant right there, where we had the pleasure of dining at one night not too long ago. I'll give you a good shot of it from here. The Blue Nose restaurant. Can't see the sign good from the signpost, so we'll come over a little bit where we can get a better look at the sign. Okay? From here. There you go. The Blue Nose. The Blue Nose restaurant. World famous Blue Nose restaurant in Halifax, Nova Scotia. All right, we'll wait and go across here. As soon as we can. There we go. You know me, I always obey the street signs. I never jaywalk, right? Ha ha. That was meant to be a joke. I do a lot of jaywalking, but that's a small infraction, I think. If that's the worst I do, then I'm doing okay. If all I do is a little bit of jaywalking. It never hurt. The only thing that can hurt is the jaywalker if you get hit by a car. Because you won't have a leg to stand on. Literally, pardon the pun. Let's walk down through here, see what's going on. If there's any of this stuff open yet. This is part of the historic properties down in here. I'm hoping they can do something with this. Make it a little more attractive, make it a little better spot for the summer. But we'll see. See, those were intended to be original different shops, and an exercise place moved in there, and they took it all those little shops that would have been here are all taken up with an exercise company. So that's what happened. You would have had a bunch of small shops, but for the exercise, probably Good Life Fitness or something like that. I'm not sure if it's Good Life or not, but they took up the whole thing on that side. So there's not a bunch of little shops anymore like there would have been. I think it would have been better had they not rented that spot out to a fitness place. Would have been better served to keep it as small shops. But they guaranteed their money with that because it doesn't matter about what comes or goes. People are still going to exercise. So they took the sure thing, but that would have been a whole lot nicer with an ice cream store, a store that sells chocolate, fudge, all these things that tourists like to buy. Could have had a fish and chips place down here. a sandwich place, a donut shop, a small Tim Hortons takeout, anything to fill up these little shops. But no, it's all one big exercise thing. So anyway, that's my gripe. They wasted the space, but it is a nice little kind of a courtyard feel to this street in here. Now there's one store right there. The exercise ended right there. That's called Barrington Place. Supposed to be a street mall, I guess, but there's one store, and there's another one. Pizza, that one over there is yummy something. I guess it's pizza. That's the pizza place. Restaurants and sports bars, Boston Pizza. That's Boston Pizza right there. The world famous Boston Pizza. Right on that corner. We do have some stuff here. We got the Split Crow right there. And a few things that's good, but then you got, like, I'm not saying exercise is a bad thing. I like exercise too. But I'm just saying this is a tourist street. It's supposed to be a nice street for summer, and half of the little shop areas are taken up with the exercise place. Well, that's my opinion, for what it's worth. Noisy downtown, isn't it? Downtown is always noisy. Let's take a walk up Citadel Hill. You want to do that? I haven't been up there for a long time. Let's do that today. Take a nice walk up Citadel Hill and see what's going on. Look down on the city from up there. I'm walking past Scotia Square, but I'm not going in there today. I was in there this morning, but not going in there now. I like walking uphill because it's good for the cardiovascular and get the blood pumping and your breathing and all that stuff. Uphill walking is good. And this is certainly uphill. There's a lot of uphill. It's all uphill. And that's all downhill, as you can see. Whenever you're going west from the city downtown, you're going uphill. Finally, they're doing some work to the Scotiabank Centre. It was much needed. That place looked really awful. So it looks like they're going to fix that up. Good. Happy about that, because that was an eyesore downtown. Every time I went by it, I complained about it. Said maybe they saw my videos and decided we better do something. We're getting bad press. I don't know. Anyways, they're doing something now, so hopefully they'll do a good job and not just a little patch job. The farther up we go, the more wind we get, so we'll see if we can get away with this without getting too much wind. Already picking up wind here. That's the nature of Halifax. It's calm downtown, and the farther up you go, you usually pick up some wind. But not always. Right in the hot part of the summer, there's not always wind up here. But for about 9 months of the year, it's windy up here. You only got a few months when you don't have wind. The rest of the time, it's windy. So they're doing that section down there, and they're doing this section here. That middle section could use some of that. The stuff you spray on cement to make it look like it's new again. They could put that up there maybe. But anyway, here's what it is. It's an improvement over what it was. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep on going here. Well, maybe I'll go this way. When I get the walk signal, we'll go across the street, and then we'll walk back across the other crosswalk. All right, let's go. And this is Brunswick Street, which we've done videos walking on Brunswick Street before. But today, we're not going down Brunswick Street. We are going this way. And then we're going to walk right up on top of Citadel Hill. Just for the exercise and to show you guys what it's like up there. If anyone hasn't seen any of my videos, which you probably have by now. Okay. I've probably got a half a dozen videos at least where I went up on Citadel Hill. But it don't hurt to do them over because they get buried. They get buried in like I'm over 300 videos now, maybe pushing 4, I don't know, I lost track. And some of those early ones are probably buried so deep, it'd just be luck if you came across it. So it don't hurt to do it again because this might be the only one you'll see of me up on Citadel Hill until the warm summer comes, and then I'll go up there. Next month. I was going to say next month, but no. We're almost into April. We're not quite. Once we get into April, I can say next month. In May, we're taking a trip to Toronto to visit our daughter. And I'm going to make sure I get lots of videos while I'm gone. I tried to do one of our flight. It won't be non-stop video, but it'll be portions of it. Enough to show you our trip. It'll be me, my wife, and our son. 3 of us going together. And we'll make sure we do lots of videos. And I'm not going to run out of space because I'm going to bring my hard drive and a computer so we can save all the videos. When I come back, we'll work them in with my Halifax ones. All right, let's take the old stairs. When you walk upstairs, I love these stairs. They get you huffing and puffing before you get to the top. But that's what they're for. They give you a nice workout. She's a steady climb, but I'm not going to be deterred. We're going to walk the whole thing. Way up there where the flag is, up that area. We're going to walk up there. How we doing yet? I'm not huffing too much? Okay. Now we gotta walk up the hill. We'll see how I'm doing when I get to the top of this. There we go. My phone got a little bit out of line there. I got her back. All right, this is a steep hill. if anybody wants to get in shape, come down here and walk this hill every day. It is very steep. And right now I'm being protected from the wind by that hill. When I get to the top, it should be windy. So look, let's have a look from here, out over the city. Scotiabank Center. I can see all the way up to the McDonald Bridge. You'll be able to see it better when I get up a little farther. Actually, I'm just taking a breather before I start up this hill. You knew that, didn't you? Okay. Yep, she's a steep hill, no doubt about that. But I can walk it. That's how you stay young when you're growing older. You want to stay young, you do a lot of walking, run a little bit, and you walk up these steep hills that we got here in Halifax. And that'll keep you, that'll hang on to your youth a little bit longer. Okay? That's what I like to do. I like to walk these things just to get my blood pumping and keep me in shape. Yeah, now we may get some wind up here, but we'll see. We shall see. All right, let's look out over the horizon here. That is the south end, and this is the downtown all the way up. And then the north end is up there. And there's the fort, which I don't know if it's open or not yet for the year. I doubt it. This is like a observation platform right here. We can look out over the city. There's the fort on Citadel Hill, used to defend the city from, I'm not sure, the Americans or anybody that might want to sail into the harbor here and do something. Can you see the McDonald Bridge in the background? I can see it, but I'm not sure if you can because it's a hazy day. But you should be able to. I think you can. Okay, let's walk over to the sidewalk. We don't want to get hit by a car on this turn, so come over to the sidewalk. That grass ends right there, and then you go right down inside. That's how it was built, to keep people out of the fort when it was built. It's way down in there. Before you ever got down in there and up back up onto there again, they'd have you. So that's why they designed it like that. It was too wide to put a plank across to walk, because it's just too wide. It's about, I'd say that's about, let's see, 40 feet across there maybe? Yeah, probably. And it goes right around the fort like that. So they could patrol it, and you wouldn't have any chance of making it over into the other side. Because I think those windows probably had cannons behind them. You wouldn't get far. Maybe this summer, maybe I can get in there one day and do some videoing and show you what it's like inside. That would be nice if I could do that. All right, we're looking out over the city some more. The bridge is right over there. I'll walk across. I think I can get away with it standing here for a few minutes. There. Good picture of the McDonald Bridge in the background. The harbor. There, that should do it right there. I think. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. There we are. Look at all the construction cranes that's downtown. There's one there, one over there, another one there. And that's just what you can see from here. I know I was supposed to stay on the sidewalk side, but I broke my rule and came over here. Because you can see more over here, that's why. It's a little bit breezy, like I said, but I think we can get away with it. So here we are up on Citadel Hill, walking around. Hope you enjoy my crazy video today. We've been all over the place. I started on Spring Garden by the library, came down the waterfront, walked around, walked up Water Street, and now we're up on Citadel Hill. And it's beautiful up here. Because see, I'm being blocked from the wind again on this side. I won't do the other side because there's not much to see over there anyway, and I'd be right into the wind. But on this side, no wind. We can go just about any direction we want now. We can go north end, downtown, south end. We can go west end. Don't think I'll do west end today. It's a bit of a walk today for that. Just make sure I'm not blocking the walkway from anybody. There's a guy behind me, but he's back a ways yet. I'll keep my eye open there so it won't be in his way. We're so lucky to live here. This is such a wonderful city, such a beautiful place. I can't say it enough how much beauty is here in this city. And how nice it is to be here. I'm gonna walk right over to the guardrail so I can look down over the hill. There we go. If I go much farther out that way, I'm gonna pick up a whole lot of wind. So I'm gonna try not to go that way. That's windy up there. Right? So that's a good idea not to go up there. All right, so now what are we gonna do? Don't know, do we? We're stuck as to what to do. Well, I'm not sure either. I guess go back and go down the stairs. Very windy here. I'm going back across the walkway where it's not as windy over here. See, as soon as I get over here, no wind. But I gotta walk fast so I don't hold anybody up that's coming along behind me. A little bit of wind here. The farther we go down this way, the less wind we'll have because we'll get blocked from all those barriers right there. Right now I'm getting a bit of wind. But hopefully I'm going to just get out of the way. Yep, until these people go by. And I don't like to hold people up in there when they're walking because I'm just taking my time. So we'll let them go by and then we'll come back down. There we go. That's a polite way to do things. That's the way you work it when there's people coming through. Just kind of, when you're going slow, fooling around, you just let them go. And yeah, we got to get in there this summer into the fort, walk around, show you guys what it looks like in there. Anyone who hasn't been in there before. I got 2 or 3 things planned. I hope I can pull it all off this summer. Things that I want to do. All right, let's focus on the sidewalk here. Yeah, I got a few things planned for the summer. But I don't want to say right now because it's a surprise. Not too many cities have a big hill like this right in the middle, and the city all around, all sides. Some cities have a mountain. Montreal got a mountain in the middle of the city, and the city's pretty well built up around all sides. But there's not too many cities like this. Toronto didn't have anything like this. A big hill right in the middle of the city. Let's walk over as close as we can to, I'll show you the entrance where you go in. I don't think it's open this time of year. I'm not going to go in anyway because it's kind of cold day, but one day when it's nice and hot in the summer, we'll go there. I'll just show you the gate. It goes right underground and goes through those, right through that first barrier and right on into the fort. Very nice in there. Great. Everybody should at least do it at least once, or maybe once every 2 or 3 years or something, to go in there. Yes, it's all closed up here because these windows are closed. This is where you pay your ticket to go in. Okay. But I can show you what it looks like to go in. And I can't go in, but I can show you it. There. There's people in there. I don't know if you're allowed to walk in there or not. I don't know. There's people in there, but I don't know. Maybe. Maybe you can. I'm going to ask people when they come out if they're allowing people to just walk in there or what. I'm not sure. But it looks that way because people coming out. Yeah. There's people coming out. I'm going to ask. Wouldn't hurt. Ask. The ticket place is all closed up, but are they allowing people to just go in there?
There's not really much in there. Most of the stuff's closed off.
Yeah, just to have a little peek, yeah. Okay, thank you. Well, let's go have a little peek, see what we can see. There's not much to see now, so I'll show you the area in here. It goes between the buildings and the wall. That's the area in here. Now, It feels like you're back in Robin Hood's day with the drawbridge. And remember the old shows on TV, Robin Hood? And they had a drawbridge and these old cobblestones going through here. We can't do much today because it's closed, but I guess they don't care if you walk in here. So we'll walk in here. There we are, inside the fort. You see how big it is in here? It takes up a lot of space. Oh yeah, I was lucky to get in here today because I didn't even know I was allowed to do this. What can they do to me, right? Even if somebody comes along and says, what are you doing? It was open, so I walked in. It won't hurt nothing. There's a big area in here. It takes a long time to go through this museum. I went through it, what, 2 years ago, I believe. Not last summer, the summer before. My wife and I went through this. And you're talking a good couple hours, maybe longer, to go through everything in here. Wow, this is really something. I was lucky to get in here. Lots of cameras too. I'm sure they know I'm here. I won't abuse it. I was lucky to get in. I'm not going to abuse my privilege and push it. So we'll go back out now. I see a camera up there looking right at me. They're probably swinging it around as I'm walking. Anyway, I'm not going to abuse it. I'm going to go back out. Anyway, you got to look inside of here. This is the part I like. The echoes in here. Hear the big echo? And I love these cobblestones. Oh, they're beautiful. Yep. Let's see what's down in here. More of a walkway, but there's grass on a lot of it. You can walk through it. So I see the little slits in the sides. That was probably for if somebody came through here that wasn't supposed to be here, you could shoot them. Maybe that's what that was for. I don't know. Anyways, we're going back out through. We had a little walk inside, so you got to look in there today, which is more than we've done before. So that was great. We got to look inside the yard. So I guess it's allowed. You're allowed to walk in there. You're just not allowed to, don't push the boundaries too far. And everything is good. If you just walk in, take a look around, come back out, no problem. It's kind of that way with everything in life, isn't it? You're allowed to do it, but don't push the boundaries. And maybe you're not officially allowed, but if you just treat it lightly, you get away with it. Okay, back down the hill. It's always easier walking down than it is coming up. But I didn't huff and puff too bad coming up this steep hill. Not bad for an old guy my age, eh? No, it really does add up. If you get out walking almost every day, there's days I don't go too far, but usually due to the elements. Oh, good. I was just checking. I thought I lost my umbrella. Yeah, I got it in my backpack. That's good. I don't want to lose my umbrella. That's my lifesaver. If it's raining and I have to make a video and it's raining, it's quite a big umbrella and I can keep everything dry while I'm walking in the rain. So I don't want to lose that, which I haven't. It's still there. Just for a second there, I was thinking, my umbrella, where is it? Oh yeah, it's in my backpack. Everything's good. The only thing that bothers me walking downhill, my toes get stuck into the tips of my sneakers. Because going downhill too long, my toes are getting jammed into the ends. But other than that, well, look at that, it's 10 to 2. Wow, I was going to leave for home by about 1:30. But the day is almost gone. But I'm good because if I get home by 4 o'clock, I got lots of time to cook supper before my wife gets home. She won't be home till 6. I can start supper at 5 because I pre-cooked something last night, so it won't take me long to whip it up. Oh, there we go. I got out of focus again there. It just does that on its own. Somebody asked me, how does that happen? And I said, I don't know. It just does. It gets out on its own. I have to make a correction every once in a while. Well, that was our little trip up to the fort here on Citadel Hill. We did get to go in. It's closed for the season, but at least the door's open. We could walk right in there and show you what it's like inside. A lot of people's never been to Halifax. They've never been inside that fort. So that gave you a little bit of a look anyway. And how big it is in there. It's huge. You imagine when that was a fort and the soldiers are here, there was probably 1,000 soldiers here, maybe more. There, we're back down. The old town clock was built in 1803. Imagine that, eh? The clock up in that, right up there. It was built in 1803 and it still tells time. I don't know if that's the original clock. Probably had to repair it a couple of times. If it is. I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna walk down here and take a different route. Could have went that way, but that's too easy. Let's do it the long way. There, we're all leveled out again. That was a nice little walk today, something we haven't done. So there you go, I did something today I haven't done before. I have not been inside that fort with my doing a video. First time. Well, there you go. We got something new today. If you try hard enough, you can find something new to do. Halifax is not a big city. Well, it depends on what you're used to. It's big for some people. Some people that lives in little villages up in northern New Brunswick maybe or something, or living in PEI, or Newfoundland. There's a lot of small outport kind of places in Newfoundland, or little villages. When they come to Halifax, they might think that's a big place. It's all a matter of what you're used to. You come here from Toronto, it's not a big city, which is what we did. But it's a nice city, and it's a good sized city. It's got pretty well everything here. The only thing I always tell everybody, the only thing Halifax don't have that Toronto had is a subway. And we're not big enough for a subway yet. So maybe one day we'll have a rapid transit train or something. Because we do take in a big area. We got Bedford and Spryfield and going east. We got several communities. I don't think I got to push a button here. I just got to wait. There we go. But anyway, this is my home. I don't expect to be in any other city from here on out. This is my home. And I love it here. And I have no plans to stop making videos. As long as I'm able to walk, I'm going to make videos about this city. Okay, so don't worry, I'm not going to stop anytime soon. I think I'll take the ferry across today. That'd be fun. It's still early yet. I think the time it wasn't quite 3 when I looked at that clock. I think it was 2:30 or 2:40 or something. And we're still going downhill. After all that walking, we're still going downhill. There's a lot of Scotiabank stuff here, isn't there? That's got the Scotiabank symbol on it too, up there. That is called Scotia Square down there. So I hope this little walk has been entertaining for you today. I know I enjoyed it. I love going out and walking up and down these hills and talking to you folks. I think we'll sign off right about here. I'm in front of the Scotiabank Center where the Mooseheads play, and looking out over the harbor, looking downtown. That's a great shot right there. Okay, so if you like this video, push that thumbs up sign there. That's the like sign. And if you're not yet a subscriber, push subscribe at the end of this video or wherever it comes up. I don't know if it's the beginning or the end. There's a spot there where you can subscribe. All right? And if you become a subscriber, it doesn't cost you anything, but you'll get all my videos when they come out. As soon as they come out, you will be on top of things. All right? That's about it for now. I hope you're having a great day. This is being recorded on Monday for Wednesday. Okay, so this is, you're going to see this on Wednesday, and I will see you guys again on Friday when my next video comes out. All right? Thanks for watching. See you all on Friday.